What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you guys are having a great day as usual. So for this video, guys, I'm going to be reacting to another Philomena Cunk clip. And this clip is her just dumbfounding or confusing her guests. But before we jump into the video, guys, I'm just going to need you to hit the like button because it helps the channel and the video grow a lot. Enough talking though, let's jump into the video. We'll have a little discussion after. Let's go.
Greatest poets in English literature. How come nobody gives a shit about him today?
That's a complicated question.
It's weird that the Beatles' LSD songs are so happy, isn't it? Because LSD isn't always a happy experience. Like, my mate Paul met this Italian couple whilst he was backpacking, and they invited him back to their room for a threesome, and they gave him some LSD, and when they got there, the bloke one pulled a screwdriver on him and made him shit in his own shoe and eat it, whilst the woman one filmed it. And that's a side of drug use that Paul McCartney doesn't sing about, isn't it?
No, well, I think luckily that kind of experience never came his way.
In the 1997 election, why do you think more people voted for Tony Blair than Oasis?
You're making a mistake, which is quite common at the time, because the Prime Minister or Labour Party leader at the time was called Tony Blair.
Blur.
Blair.
Blur.
Blair.
Blur.
Blair.
Blur.
Tony Blair was
Blur.
Prime Minister and leader of the Labour Party, and there was one of the biggest rock or pop bands at the time was Blur.
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 Yeah. Is Britain at an important moment in history, or a significant one?
I'd say really important.
Not significant.
Well, both.
What if you had to choose one?
Important.
Not significant.
Just because it's important doesn't mean they can be both. They can be important and significant.
Not in this.
Okay.
You have to choose one.
If I'm going to choose one,
Yeah.
I'll choose important.
So it's not significant. Who was Ron?
Among the romantics, you mean?
Yeah.
William Godwin was quite wrong. He believed that there should be no laws at all in society.
No, who's Ron?
Ron? Is there a Ron?
Yeah, the one that wrote all the poems and signed them by Ron.
Yeah, that was his family name, Byron. Lord George Byron.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Who was the man from Nantucket that Byron wrote about in his poem?
I don't remember that poem.
It's the one that goes, there was a young man from Nantucket.
Is that Byron?
I think so, it's really good.
How did it end?
Who was the Darth Vader of the Empire? Was it Queen Victoria?
You probably wouldn't have had anyone quite as powerful as Darth Vader, as, if you like, a supreme leader.
What about Luke Skywalker?
I think many people would have liked to have undertaken a Skywalker-like role as a saviour, but there probably weren't too many of those around.
Chewbacca?
No, I think that's stretching it.
And the dragon was threatening St. George? Or do we just jump to conclusions because of the way the dragon looked?
The story of St. George killing the dragon isn't actually true because there are no dragons.
After he killed the dragon, how was he rewarded? I mean, what's better than a saint?
Well, he didn't kill the dragon because dragons don't exist. It's made up.
But Chaucer's meant to be quite rude, isn't he? Could you describe a rude bit for me?
So there's a very famous scene where there's a woman, a very pretty woman called Alison, who everyone fancies, and she's in her bedroom with one lover, and then another would-be lover arrives at the window to serenade her and begs her for a kiss, and she sticks her arse out of the window, her naked arse, and he kisses that very enthusiastically, and then suddenly realises what he's done and is quite upset and runs away.
Right, that's not very rude, is it? Like, my mate Paul told me this joke about this bloke in prison who wore a bib round his backside. And that story went places I wasn't prepared for. Like, not even funny, just disturbing. And when I looked up, Paul was crying. The The War of the Roses is a complicated struggle, but could you sum it up for my viewers in like 3 words?
Conspiracy, dynasty, war.
Could you do it a bit more thoroughly than that? I'll give you 10 seconds. Start.
It's a struggle to control England and the crown.
I've got a few more seconds.
Between warring
Stop.
Alright guys, another great clip there. Philomena Cunk, amazing. I'm gonna keep reacting to a lot more of the clips and some episodes from her. Just great stuff overall. I don't know how the guests get through it not laughing or just taking it seriously, not understanding that they're being trolled, but just amazing stuff again overall. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video because it helps the channel and the video grow a lot. But I'm gonna wrap it up, so take care of yourself, stay safe, because it is a crazy world and there are a lot of crazy people. But most importantly, guys, you already know by now. Peace.